Hi everybody, welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. My name is Riley. I deal with ornamental fish keeping, fish care, breeding, keeping and trading. I also deal with private consultation and suggestion as far as aquarium setup is concerned. So today I'll be talking about the setting up of a 40-gallon aquarium within a living room setting for a family member of mine, and we are going to be going through it step by step as to the process in which you follow, so as to ensure that your aquarium is set up properly and your fish brings off the aesthetic value of the space in which you're at. Now, number one thing is never you just buy an aquarium and just place water in it and then you place the stuff in it after. All aquariums and things to be going in the aquarium should be washed off first. And of course, guys, you would need to ensure that the aquarium is well positioned within the space before you actually add water. Once the water is added, the fish tank cannot be moved. Alright, so this aquarium, the owner actually called me halfway through the filling up of the aquarium, which I advised that he should have actually empty the aquarium and start anew. So he had the stones, he had not placed them in the aquarium as yet. So I advised him to take the stones out, place into a container and wash the stones as much as possible, taking his hands and stirring it around. This ensures that any little bramble, insect or whatever that may exist within the gravel, and sometimes this do exist in sand also. So if you're actually installed in an aquarium and you're going to be adding sand or gravel, you're advised to wash it thoroughly, have it dried before actually place it within the aquarium space itself. Alright, so yeah, the aquarium is being washed and everything is being done so as to ensure that the aquarium setup is clean and nice. In addition to the aquarium being washed, you should note that also the decoration, whether it be false flowers, like decoration that you purchase at the pet shop to be included within the aquarium space, should also be washed, right? Never crowd your aquarium substrate with decoration, because in the future it's going to be very difficult to clean. Whilst you might choose to do this because of the type of fish you have, you intend to get, and the fish might need hiding spaces, or spaces when it do lays egg for the eggs to actually fall in between creases, so as to ensure that the fish doesn't consume the fries or the babies. This aquarium is an aquarium kit, guys. It comes with a lid, hang on the back filter. However, it did not come with originate with a aquarium water heater, and so therefore one had to be acquired for this, right? It also comes with lighting within the lid and within the cupboard section of the cabinet for the stand. A nice little 40-gallon. I think that the filtration system is a little bit limited, however, in the sense that I think that it should be a more powerful HOB, but we see what happens. One thing I do like about the lid is that it have a little open space. Well, that it is a kit, so therefore kits always have something creative within it. The lights at the lower section of the lid, which actually lights up the aquarium, and the little hole that you can actually use to, instead of taking out the entire lid to feed the fish, you just flip it up, feed the fish, and close it back. Right? You try not to fill your aquarium up to the very top. Leave out an average of between 2.5 to 3 inches away from the top. This gives a little bit more opportunity for the water to aerate to its maximum the space that exists beneath it, right? So as the water hits on the surface of the aquarium, the velocity of the water hitting the surface of the aquarium results in more oxygen being infused within the water. Okay, so we are at the fish shop, right, guys? And with such small aquarium and such small aquarium filtration, we cannot include any large fish or any fish that is are too much fish within the space, right? So we have to regulate as to the type of fish that we're going to be placing in. Now, my client wanted something colorful for his kids, and at the same time something that is manageable. So he decided, guys, to get some colorful fish, a colorful aquarium, a colorful living room space, along with a set of colorful fish, tend to make the aesthetic feeling of the space that the fish tank is feeling a little bit more joyous. So therefore, adding colorful fish, there's nothing wrong with that. Adding the wrong mixture of fish, that could be an issue. All of this consultation, guys, was done over the over the phone, and some bad choices were made. But let's see what happened in the future. Right, hang on the back filter. One thing I must say is that hang on back filtration system is one of the easier filtration systems to manage. Being a novice fish keeper, someone who is not too familiar with the whole workings of an aquarium, the HOB works really well. It's a learning mode, so probably in a few months or years, my clients will probably change over to something else, a little bit more sophisticated, like probably a canister filter or something else. Okay, so these are the fish that was actually purchased at PetSmart, guys. Color texture, they are scientifically designed with the color. I can't recall right now the reason why they colored them, but yeah. Right, this is in the section of the cupboard where feed and medication and all that should be stored. Okay, so before the fish is actually added to the aquarium, guys, the fish is left floating on the top. The fish is left floating on the top of the aquarium water for an average between 15 minutes to half an hour, depending on the disparity or the difference between the temperature of the water in the bag and the temperature of the water in the aquarium, right? It's between 15 to 30 minutes. Thereabouts. If you have a thermometer and you realize that the water difference is not much, probably the time can even be less. Points to note that you never ever add the water from your pet store to your aquarium, right, guys? You will dispose of the water and you will place the fish alone in the aquarium, right? Now that the aquarium is operational with fish, cycling and everything, the question is, how do you actually feed these fish? Now, just like how you would pinch salt and place on your meat or whatever you're seasoning in the kitchen, that's the same way in which you would actually pinch the fish flakes for these guys, because they are small, and actually place within the space. Now, I would advise one pinch of feed at first, and then you observe, and if the feed is actually consumed within the first I call it 2 minutes. Yeah, with the first 2 minutes of you placing the feed within the space, probably you might try a smaller volume of pinch, place it in, and you observe. Now, if any crumbs or anything is left, at the end, then now you would know that the next time you would actually reduce the volume of feed that you actually place within the aquarium space. Right, guys? Yeah, so they're looking good. So pink, yellow, red, all of which is working really good, right? Yeah, so that's it. Peace out, guys. Catch you next time. Yeah, some mistakes were made, but yeah, give or take, he's a novice. Peace out. Bye bye.